Hello, hello. This is Sherry with Palette to Palette, and recording a little bit differently today. And I want to let you know that you're looking at my interchangeable rainbow shape door hanger. These are interchangeable. I'm going to show you how to put the base together today for one of these. But I also want to let you know that when you see the size of this compared to my hands, you're going to notice that it's pretty small, and that's because I'm working in my alternate studio today, and I'm working with a K40 Plus from OhmTech. The bed size on this is only 8 by 12. So the normal size of this, let me bring one up real quick so I can make sure that I get this right. The normal, typical size, I shrunk these down to 50% so I could cut them on the K40, but the typical size of the base for the door hanger is almost 13 inches wide and 14 and a half tall. Okay, just so you know, it's like 13 by 14 and a half. And the interchangeable pieces that go in it are about the same size, or they're shorter because they fit in behind. So I'm going to show you exactly what I mean by interchangeable. This part comes out, it goes back in, and the middle inserts are on with Velcro. Okay, so I'm going to put this one up here and just show you really quickly how the base goes together. The base, you'll see I've already pre-painted it, but these are the pieces that you'll cut when you cut the base piece. You're going to cut the background piece off, and again, much larger. I'm working with 50%. I shrunk it down 50% so I could cut it on my K40 Plus from OhmTech. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little rectangles of different sizes that cut with the base piece, and you have score lines on it as well. These score lines tell you where these things get glued. Okay, so we're going to glue these on, and let me get some glue ready here. We're going to glue those on, and I've already painted the back piece, and I've painted the white slat that goes in the front so that you can put a name on it. If you do paint parties, this is a great way. You can set up a whole year's worth of paint parties with the 1 month for a whole group of ladies. They can do the base in the first insert, and then the following month they do another insert. The following month they do another insert. So it's a great way to keep repeat business. And of course, paint parties are a lot of fun, but also if you do craft shows, people will like to buy the base piece with some different inserts for them. So I just put glue on the back of that, and I'm putting this on that spot, and then I'm going to put some glue on the back of these and put those there. So these are just acting as our spacers. Okay, so we need the spacer pieces so the insert can sit behind it, and it doesn't matter what thickness you cut this out of as long as you use the same thickness everywhere. For instance, you wouldn't want to use 1/8 inch and 1/4 inch unless you were going to put the 1/4 inch and use that as the spacers. You couldn't use 1/8 inch as the spacers if your insert piece had 1/4 inch, because it wouldn't fit in that 1/8 inch space. I hope that made sense. Sometimes I say things and then I go, oh, I hope that made sense. I probably just made it sound a lot more difficult than it really is. So we're going to get these spacers on there. And then once the spacers are on there, what I'm going to do is put glue on here and then attach this piece to it. Okay, and leveling the bottom right with the bottom of that spacer piece. So I'm just adding some wood glue on with my Q-tip here. And what I've done is the insert pieces have a longer leg on each side of the rainbow arch so that they will fit inside of here. and stay. So let's put this on, lining it right up with the bottom. And then we've got to give this some time to dry with something heavy sitting on it. Well, I think it's actually going to dry just fine without putting anything on it. But let me find a couple pieces of wood to put on that. I will set that aside, and then I will show you again how this works. So the file also gives you the size that you'll need if you want to cut a name, or if you want to cut numbers out. So we can also do, you can glue numbers down here. Okay, so to make it more personalized, they can use it as their address sign, and that part will never change. That part stays on there, and the name would stay on there, and this is the only part that would change along with that centerpiece. So obviously this is the Valentine interchangeable set, and then I've got a St. Patrick's one here, St. Patrick's Day one that I've already painted up, and it just slides into those openings. Sure it does. No, it really does. I already had it in there once. Slides right in. There's Velcro on the back of the horseshoe, and I just put that there. The only thing that's not attached right now are these numbers that we just put on there, so they're going to slide off if I hold this up anymore. But so this is it. Again, this is 50% of the actual size. The actual size is what did I say? 13 inches actually wide and 14 and a half tall. Okay, so I had to shrink this down 50% to get it to fit on my K40 Plus from OhmTech. Now in my New York studio, I have a larger OhmTech laser. It's a 24 by 35 work bed and cut area, and I don't have an issue at all. So, but you can make it small, and some people might want it smaller. I think it would be cute for a desk too, and to put it in a like a plate stand or a small easel and set it there. I think that would be cute too. You probably wouldn't want your but even for a teacher's desk, you know, could you see it like Mrs. Smith on there or something, and then the subject that she teaches, or something like that on a teacher's desk, then it can be changed out monthly. But so that is the pretty easy tutorial on how to put together the, well, let me put this back in here, the interchangeable rainbow door hanger. And it just, it's almost completely dry already. And this is it. And let's see if I can get this in here without it being completely dry. Yep. So it just slides right in. It's a nice tight fit, so it's not going to fall out. And then you put Velcro on each of these little insert pieces. So right now I think I've got, I think we've got 8 designs to do. I've got to paint up my Easter Bunny one, and so I'll have that one out soon. And I will get these posted up on my Etsy, and I will put links in with this video so that you know where to find those on my Etsy page. I only list my files in SVG format, so know that up front. I also use I use Surecuts a lot for my designing, but I use Lightburn. These are all Lightburn ready, and all that means for you, if you're using something other than Lightburn, like if you have a Glowforge, the colors are what determine what needs to be done. So you would just need to know, and you can see this with my Etsy listings. I post right within the photographs that my red lines are for cutting, black lines are for scoring, and blue is for engraving, and any other letter, unless it stipulates in the file, is just for notifying you of something, so you would ignore it. So like in this file, it tells you what size to cut letters or numbers if you want them to fit on these boards and underneath this board. It tells you, but that's not something that you need to cut or engrave. You just ignore that. It's just something, it's just information that you, for you to have. And I don't include fonts in my files because you can use any font that you want for this. It doesn't have to match what I've used. And I think that is it. So if you have any questions, put them below. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'm going to try to be more intentional in the year 2025 for putting more YouTube videos out. And I know that there's been a few people that have asked me about tutorials for other files that I have out there that I actually didn't do tutorials for. I didn't think they needed them. But then I forget that some people are actually just starting out, just brand new. So I want to make it as easy as I can for everyone. So I will continue to do tutorials for my files. So right now we have the rainbow and the St. Patrick's Day along with the base. The base file would be purchased separately. The add-on sets, which are the inserts, are going to be listed individually. And they can all be found following the links that I'm going to include in this video. And I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I hope you've had a great start to the new year. And we will talk soon. Thanks. Have a great day. Sherry.